Hi everyone, it's Thursday, I'm Rob, you're watching The Rough Cuts, and today I'm reviewing Andrea Arnold's Fish Tank. The reason I decided to review Fish Tank today is that earlier in the week there was an announcement from the British government that the UK Film Council was going to be abolished. So if you don't know what the UK Film Council is, it's a not-for-profit kind of committee whose job it is to allocate funds from the British National Lottery into motion pictures. So people buy their lottery tickets, and a lot of the money of that goes to charitable things, one of which was the UK Film Council. So the UK Film Council was brought about in 2000, and since then it's invested in a whole load of films, important films and good films, and some successful films and some not so successful films. So I want to look back on a few of the films that the UK Film Council helped to fund, and that, films that wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the UK Film Council. One of those films is one that I've talked about before, Hunger by Steve McQueen, which is a brilliant film. And today I'm going to talk about another film starring Michael Fassbender. That's Andrea Arnold's Fish Tank. So Fish Tank's the story of this girl, I forget her name, but I think the actress who plays as Katie Jarvis, this 15-year-old girl. And so she lives on this estate, which is, if you're not from the UK, an estate is kind of like the projects. And her life isn't going that well. I think she's been expelled from school, or she's just stopped going. And so social workers around the house trying to make her go to school or go to like special schools for difficult children. And she's not really getting much attention off her mum. Her mum's a bit of a knob end. I think it's like the mum had the kids when she was young herself, so she's still quite young and still wants to party and doesn't really want the kids cramping her style. So she's got this 15-year-old daughter and another daughter who looks like she's about 7 or 8 or 9 or something. And then anyway, into the family comes Michael Fassbender, and he starts going out with the mum, but the daughter's kind of interested in him too, because he's kind of different to a lot of the men she's met before. He's kind of more mature and just interesting. He seems to have an interesting history. So it's kind of about this three-way interplay between this mum who kind of wants to still, have parties and act like she's young and kind of neglect her kid, and a kid who wants a bit more from her mum and a bit more from life than looks like she's going to get. And then this guy who's just dropped into the middle of it, who might have this weird, interesting past or history, and how he behaves to these two women in this family. Katie Jarvis is interesting, who plays the lead in the film, because she didn't have any kind of acting background at all. She was just found by the director, Andrea Arnold. Andrea Arnold is walking through town, and she sees this girl arguing with her boyfriend. And she thinks, here's a girl who's kind of intense emotionally, or I don't know how a director can find someone who isn't an actor and make them act well in a movie. But I guess some people can do it, and I don't know how versatile this girl will be, and whether she can act in any other types of film or play other types of role. But anyway, in this at least, she's brilliant. You won't be able to predict what's going to happen. Like, the screenplay is brilliant. You'll be on the edge of your seat. It hasn't got a standard plot structure, or you can't predict what's going to happen like you can with a lot of films. It's a real shame the UK Film Council is being closed, because it's responsible for films like Gosford Park and Red Road and Fish Tank that are just some of the best films that have come out of the UK in the last 10 years. And I don't know.